under your heels and parallel to each other and the sides of the mat. Inhale, lift your arms. Press into your feet, lift your arms. Lift your thighs again, reach back. Breathe. Exhale, forward fold. Let your hips come over your heels. You can bend your knees. Step back into downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Look between the thighs up at the wall behind you. Open up all 10 fingers. Let that head come down. Thighs are lifted. Take another breath. Come down into child pose, knees apart, feet together. Take another breath. Inhale, come back up, downward dog. Bring your feet together, look between your hands. When you step, scoop your abdomen in. Lift your right leg up, scoop, step. Look forward. Press to that back heel, straighten that back leg. Stay low and come to the middle of your mat. Prasarita Padottanasana. Press into the hands, look up. Give yourself that concave back as you lift your thighs. Breathe. Bend the elbows. You can let your head come down. If it doesn't come all the way down yet, that's okay. But press into both feet equally so that one hip isn't higher than the other. Now you're going to turn the opposite direction. Have that knee bent. Press through your back heel, straighten the back leg. Look up. Take another breath, step back, downward dog. Heels moving towards the floor. Sit bones towards the ceiling, shoulder blades in. Child pose. Knees apart, feet together. Come back up, downward dog. Bring your feet together, look between your hands. Step your opposite foot between your hands. Come back to the middle of the mat, look forward. Prasarita Padottanasana. Now take your feet a little bit further apart. Keep the hamstrings lifted and then walk your hands forward. Press into the hands and take the head closer towards the floor. Let the head come down. Shoulder blades are in. Thighs are still lifting. Now look at your hips. I don't know if you can see a shadow, but see that one hip isn't higher than the other. There's equal pressure on both feet, and the outer edges of the feet are pressing down. Hold it and breathe. Let your head come closer towards the floor. Come back in. Turn back towards the front of your mat. Keep lifting that back leg up. Look forward. That back thigh is lifted. Take another breath, and then you're going to step that foot forward. Uttanasana, intense stretch. Hips are over heels, heads coming down. Inhale, reverse, come all the way back up. Lift your arms up, look up, reach back. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's go again. Inhale, lift your arms. Up, up, way up. Reach back. Exhale, fold. Let the head come down. Inhale, flat back, look forward, shoulders are back, look up. Exhale, hands to the floor, downward dog. Child pose, knees apart, feet together. Give yourself a little bit of a twist. And then switch sides. And then bring that hand back. Come back up, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your feet back together, look between your hands. Now you're gonna step your right foot between your hands again, coil that belly. Press that back thigh up. Look up. Bring that right hand onto the inside of that right foot. Keep looking up. Bring the knee down to the floor. Keep breathing. Now bring the forearms down to the floor. Now press through your back leg, lift the back thigh. Bring the hands back, straighten the arms. Straighten your front leg, come back to the middle, Prasarita Padottanasana. Feet parallel with the sides of the mat. Fingers pointing forward. Sit bones lifting up towards the ceiling, thighs lifting, shoulders back. Take another breath, bend the elbows. Can the head come down and touch the floor? Shoulders back. Shoulders away from ears, hips over heels. Thighs are lifting. Sit bones. Press the outer edges of your feet. Like spread your feet apart, like you're trying to spread the mat apart. Hold and breathe. Straighten your arms and look forward. Sit bones are still lifting. Guess what we're going to do? Go to the other side. So you're going to spin. Bring that hand on the inside of the foot. Look up. Keep pressing through that back thigh. You can bring the knee down. Keep looking up. When you're ready, bring the forearms down. Press through your right heel, lift that back leg up. Bring your hands back, straighten your arms. Come back to the middle. Prasarita Padottanasana, look forward. Press into your hands, lift those sit bones, look up, shoulders are back. And breathe. Take another breath, walk your hands back, let the top of the head come down onto the floor. Shoulders back, thighs lifting. Straighten your arms and look forward. Keep the shoulders back. Turn back to the front of your mat. Step your back foot forward. Uttanasana. Hips are over heels, head's coming down. Take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. Give yourself a gentle twist. Good morning. Switch sides. Oi. Reverse, come all the way back up. Arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Reach back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, take your hands to the floor. Step or jump your feet back. Chaturanga Dandasana. You can come in from a high plank or bend the knees and come down. And with my shoulder, you know I'm going to keep doing that. Untuck your toes. Press into your feet to lift the thighs. Press into the hands. Lift the shoulders up, back and down. Look up. Press into both. Come up, lift your thighs. Now, the shoulders want to come forward. Take them back. Look up. Hold and breathe. 2, 1. Bend the knees. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. Sit bones are lifting up towards the ceiling. Now you're going to come back forward and come back into upward dog. Shoulders are back, look up. Readjusting my hands, look up. Thighs lifting, 2, 1. Come back into downward dog. Child pose, knees apart, feet together. Thread your right arm through. Give yourself a twist. Take a break. Switch sides. Come back to the middle. Downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sit bones lifting. Bring your feet together. Bend your knees, step or jump. Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, look up, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, come all the way back up, look up. Arms back, reach back. Hands to heart center. We doing okay?
Yes.
All right, inhale, take your arms up, look up. Reach back. A little bit further. Thighs are still lifting. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look up, shoulders back. Take another breath and then take your sit bones, your buttocks to your heels. Lift your arms, Utkatasana. Lift your chest, look up. Bring your ribs in. Take another breath, come back down. Downward dog. Bring your feet together, lift your right leg up, bend your right knee. Press your left heel into the floor, and then dial that knee up towards the ceiling. Keep both shoulders pressing forward towards the floor, but open the side of your body. And then bring that foot down, switch legs. If you have oblique issues, you might not do this so much. And then bring that foot down. Head's coming closer towards the floor in downward dog. Now walk your hands to your feet. Bring your hands to your hips or thighs. Lift your shoulders up, backing down, and come up. All right, now we're going to go into headstand. You can go into headstand, or you can go back into downward dog or child pose. So remember, the elbows are within the borders of the shoulders. One thumb is on top of the other, or they can just be barely touching. Maybe you can see me from here. Walk those feet in. Shoulders are lifting. Press the forearms into the floor. Shoulders are back. You're not on your forehead, you're on the top of your head. Reach the soles of the feet. Pull the ribs in. Hold it and breathe. If you're having any pain in your neck at all, come down. Three more breaths. Take another breath. Come back down. Child pose. Downward dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Uttanasana, intense stretch. Bring your hands to your hips. Look up. Lift your shoulders up, back and down, and come up. All right. Look straight ahead. Press your right foot. Make your right foot parallel with the mat. Turn your left foot out. Keep the right shoulder back. Bring that foot up for your Vrikshasana, your tree pose. Toes pointed down towards the floor. Knee moving back. Bring the hands together. Take another breath. Lift your arms. Reach. Chest is lifting. Knees moving back. Buttocks lifting. 2 and 1. Hands down, knee forward, foot down, switch legs. The foot can be on the floor, the calf, or the upper groin. Knee moving back. Hands together. Lift your arms. Reach. Breathe. Lift your buttocks up and in. Hold it. 2 and 1. Hands down, knee forward, foot down. Now you can grab your strap and use your strap to put around the ball of your foot, or you can just reach up, grab your big toe.
The leg is going to come out to the side. Utthita Hasta Panagustasana. So I'm reaching out through that foot, straightening the leg. Shoulders are back. Hold it and breathe. Lift that buttock up the way you did in Vrikshasana. 2 and 1. Bend the knee. Put the foot down. Let's switch legs. Other leg comes out. Grab the foot. Grab the big toe. Or use your strap. Both feet are straight. Both legs are straight. Hold and breathe. 2 and 1. Bend your knee. Bring that foot in. Put your foot down. Go back to the front of your mat. Inhale. Arms up. Look up. Reach back. Reach back. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Flat back. Look up. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Downward dog. Child pose. Thread your arm through. Can you guys tell I like this pose? Switch arms. Come back, downward dog. Bring your feet together. Bend your knees, step or jump. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, now grab a blanket. And you're going to put your heels on the blanket. Feet are together. Arms are forward. Take a breath and bend the knees. The knees will come out wide as we come down. The thighs will open up. As the thighs open up, I'm going to reach my hands forward. Walk, walk, walk. Walk my hands way forward. Stay here and breathe. Now, press the inner edges of your feet down. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And then bring your back of your bicep into the shins. And then reach your hand around and grab your heels. Pull up on the heels and lengthen your torso even more through the thighs. Lengthen. Breathe. Let your head come down. And hold it. Lengthen. Keep pulling down. Malasana, garland pose. Take one more breath. Go a little bit deeper. And then release the hands. Bring the knees in. Straighten the legs. Uttanasana. Bring your hands to your hips. Look up. Come on. Come off of the blanket. Come back to the front of your mat. Inhale, take your arms up, look up, reach back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, look up. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Thighs lifted.
Now find a spot where you're close to a wall. Take your mat to the wall, the short end of your mat to the wall. Once there, walk your hands back, walk your feet back. Then take your feet up the wall. And then come down. So take your left foot up, right foot up, left foot down, right foot down. Walk your hands in a step. Left foot up, right foot up, and go. Do about 3 more times. And then switch legs. Right foot up, then left. Right, left. One more. Stay. Hold it. Come back down. Child pose. Take another breath. Thread your arm through. Switch arms. And then come back, downward dog. Bring your feet together, look between your hands, step your right foot between your hands. Spin your left heel down, come back to the middle. Prasarita Padottanasana. Back to where we were when we first started. Look up. Sit bones lifting up. Bring your hands in line with your toes or use your hands on your blocks. Keep looking up. Take another breath. Let the top of the head come down. Shoulders back. Hips even. Take another breath. Straighten your arms and look forward. Turn the opposite direction. Step back into downward dog. Bring your feet together, look between your hands, step your foot back. Spin back into Prasarita. Look forward. Shoulders back. This time you're not going to take your head down, you're going to turn back towards the front of the mat. Step that foot forward, come back into Uttanasana. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift your shoulders. Inhale. And come up. All right, we're still having a good time. So go ahead and come onto the floor. Get your blanket. Fold it in half. And put the folded edge on the corner. Sit down on the edge of the blanket. Take your feet out to the sides. All right, you can bring your hands beside you, behind you. Press into the blankets. Lift yourself up and scoot yourself a little bit more forward. The toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. Press the backs of your legs into the floor.
The back of your heel, the back of your calf, the back of your knee, the back of your thighs, pressing down. Press into your sit bones, lift up. Now lift your arms. Keep pressing and breathe. Pressing the backs of the legs down. Now come forward a half a step and hold it. Press into your sit bones again and make your spine lift. Make yourself move up. Toes up. Take another breath. Come down a little bit more. Lengthen. Come down a little more and catch your big toes. Roll the biceps out. Look up. Take another breath. Pull down on the toes. Bend the elbows. And let the trunk come down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Inhale, straighten your arms and look up. Lift the arms up over the head and then bring your hands down. All right, now turn your whole torso towards your right leg. Turn. You can have one hand on one side of the thigh, one hand on the other side of the thigh. Press down and lift, and then turn your whole body towards that straight leg. Both toes, both feet are up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Look straight ahead. Hold it. Turn your lower belly, your middle belly, your chest. Take another breath and switch sides. Turn. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. And then come back to the middle. We're going to go back towards the other side. One hand on one side of the thigh, one hand on the other. Pull down, lift the sternum, lift the chest. Now you can have your strap around the foot, or if you can reach and grab your foot. Now have both shoulders even so that the shoulder that's towards the middle isn't popped up. My right shoulder or your left shoulder comes down. Turn your torso towards that straight leg. Pull down on the foot, look up. Hold it and breathe. Inhale and release. Now we're going to switch sides. Press into the floor. Press, turn. Toes are up towards the ceiling, thighs are turned in. Torso is facing that straight leg. When you're ready, lift your arms. Remember, we want this to turn too, and come down. One side can be easier than the other sometimes. Keep turning. Pull down on the foot, lift up. Keep pressing both legs into the floor. Make that right shoulder come down. Hold it and breathe. And release, bring your arms up, bring your hands by your sides. Press into the floor, lift the chest again. Lift the arms. Keep pressing into the sit bones. Reach forward, reach. Catch those big toes. Press the backs of the legs down, lift the chest up. Pull onto the toes, bend the elbows out to the side as the trunk comes down. Upavishta Konasana. Straighten your arms, look up, shoulders back. Arms come back up, catch behind the knees. Bring the feet in. Bring your knees into your chest, catch your elbows. Pull, lift your spine. And then switch the clasp of your elbows. Lift your feet off the floor, pull yourself in. All right, put your feet back down. Now the soles of the feet are going to touch. The knees are coming out. And you can even take your hands underneath and make your sit bones kind of gently move apart. Lift up the skin underneath the pinky toes. And then you'll thread your fingers around your feet. Roll the biceps out. Lift your chest. Press your outer edges of your feet, the bottom edges of your feet into each other so the knees get closer to the floor. And lift your chest and smile. And say, good morning, Tuesday.
Good morning, Tuesday.
Good morning, Tuesday. Keep lengthening. Keep breathing. Now take a breath. Come forward. Take your elbows onto the inner thighs. Press them down. Look up. Hold it and breathe. Shoulders are back. Come back up. Switch the clasp of your fingers. Roll the biceps out. Look up. Pull. Fold forward. Take your elbows to your thighs or your calves and push down gently. Hold and breathe. And come up. All right, take your left hand behind you. Take your right arm up and over to the outside of that left knee. And give yourself a twist. And then switch sides. Come back to the middle. Now, bring one foot and heel over foot and heel. Or knee over foot and heel. It's too early. Knee over foot, heel over knee. And that bottom foot, you can take it even a little more forward. Some knees are going to be higher up than others, depending on how tight our hips are. Press the backs of the hands down, look up, look straight ahead. Now bring your hands in front. And you can walk them forward. Breathe into your hips. And then come back. And switch legs. What did I call it? Heel over foot over knee. Ay, ay, ay. And then bring your hands in front. And then bring your hands back. Now we're going to sit in, I can't remember, Siddhasana. So both knees are coming in, except one foot is going to fit between the calf and the thigh. So one foot fits between the calf and the thigh. This is a pose that they use in meditation. Turn your biceps up, bring your fingers together, lift your chest. Stay here and breathe, look straight ahead. Keep pressing into the sit bones. Now would be a good time for an offering of prayer or thanks or just for self-reflection or nothing. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh and turn. Lift the chest. Twist. And then switch sides, go the other direction, press down, lift up, and turn. And then come back to the middle. Now you're gonna do the same thing, switch feet. Bottom foot comes in. The opposite foot will be in between the calf and the thigh. Press into the sit bones, make the spine lift. Lift. Top of the head is moving away from the floor. Look straight ahead and breathe. Now bring one hand to the outside of your thigh, your left hand. Switch. Lift. Turn. Go the opposite direction. Pull and turn. And then come back to the middle. Now, bring your right knee in so the knee is pointed forward. Bring your left leg so it's over the thigh. And then press that foot down into the floor. Take your left hand behind you, bring your right arm up and hook it. Take that armpit down. Keep turning. Keep turning. Twist. Lift and turn. Keep pressing the inner edge of that big foot that's in the front down. Big foot, big toe. Now look forward. Hold it and breathe. 2, and 1. And release. Switch legs. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bring that leg over. That foot that's in front, press that big toe down. Bring the other arm around and hook it. Turn. Bring that armpit down. Because eventually this arm comes back around, and then this hand comes around, and then you catch hands. If I had somebody here, I could probably do it. Turn. Now look forward. Hold it and breathe. 2, and 1. And release. Come up off of the blanket and grab your chair. You're going to need one blanket for your shoulders. If you don't have a chair, you can use your blocks. So the top of my shoulders are going to fit on the edge of the blanket. And my head will hang off the blanket. The chair is close in to me, close enough so that my hands can grab the legs of the chair. My feet will come to the seat of the chair. I'm going to press my feet into the chair, lift my hips, bring my shoulders underneath. Press my feet into the chair and lift my hips up higher.
Lift my buttocks. Roll those thighs in. The knees should be pointed straight up towards the ceiling, not out to the sides. Bring the chest to the chin and hold it. Lift the sit bones a little bit higher. Breathe. Take another breath. Exhale and come down. Don't worry, we're going to do it again. All right, bring that chair down. Press the heels into the chair. Bring the shoulders underneath the chest. Roll the thighs in as you press your heels into the chair and lift the buttocks. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Hold it. Keep your legs there. Straighten your right leg. Press your left foot into that chair and lift the hip. Keep lifting up the buttocks, both of them. Reach to the top of that foot. 2. And 1. Bring that foot down. Switch legs. Lift the buttocks up. Lift the sit bones up. Reach up to that foot. To that straight leg. Hold it and breathe. 2. 1. Bring that foot down. Come down. Sit here for a minute. All right, now we're going to move that chair out of the way. Move the blanket out of the way. Go back down to the floor. Take your arms out to the side. Cross your right heel over your left knee. Thread your hands through. Catch your shin or your thigh. Make that knee move away from you. Flex your feet. Breathe. Soften the back of your neck. Release your shin. Bring that foot down. Give yourself that twist. Take your top foot to the floor. Bring that knee the other direction. Come back to the middle. Switch legs. Thread that arm through. Flex your feet. Release that shin. Take that foot to the floor. And bring that knee to the other side.
And come back to the middle. Bring both knees into the chest. Grab your elbows. Roll from side to side. We're going to switch the clasp of the elbows. And then release. Let's see what time it is. I think it's time for Shavasana. It is. It's time for Shavasana, so you can turn off your lights. Calm your breath. Calm your mind. Let your heart relax. And let it be full of love and hope. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.